Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go! Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break. We encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. I know last week's
episode.
If you listened
to last week's episode, it was a sad and somber one. But this week, we're back to our upbeat selves.
We're back to our fun and games. So, yes. So, So, a couple of boy band updates I feel like we've had in the last few weeks. New Kids on the Block had their New Kids on the Block day there recently. And my brain is not functioning. It was April 25th-ish, maybe.
I feel like it was Friday, Thursday or Friday.
Yes. So let's go back to New Kids on the Block. So yes. So they, okay. So here we'll present this Twitter page or X or whatever the fuck it's called.
For this purpose, we'll still call it Twitter.
We are still going to call it Twitter. So New Kids on the Block on April 24th said, Blockheads were excited to announce a special 35th anniversary edition of Step by Step, featuring bonus material, including unreleased tracks and remixes, out on June 13th. So you can pre-order that now, digital, CD, and vinyl. And then their little like robot is what they always use for blockheads. I don't know. That's their little emoji.
I feel like New Kids on the Block love to support their history and come out with like albums to support that.
Yes.
I think that's pretty cool.
I think so. So then they also posted on April 24th to keep the New Kids on the Block Day celebrations going. We have 2 new videos from the 2024 Magic Summer Tour. You can watch them now on our YouTube channel.
The Magic Summer Tour was a lot of fun. It was a great concert.
Yes, that was a good show. That was very good. Welcome to the Block Party. Speaking of Block Party, I believe they announced this on the same day. I don't know if they had a thing ahead of time or not, but on April 24th in Vegas, they had a random pop-up from noon till 3 p.m. The Bliss Dance at Park MGM. Win tickets to see New Kids on the Block, their upcoming Las Vegas residency, and meet them before the show. There's a live DJ and photo ops available. I don't know if any of the New Kids were actually at that event.
I don't think so, because we would have saw it on their socials.
Yes. But so basically this year, 2025, is 36 years of New Kids on the Block Day. So it's just supposed to be one day, but the fans just keep celebrating it as they go on.
Why not? Who says you just have to do one day?
You know what? Why not? And this is cool. I just saw now. I didn't notice this before. So there's a meditation app called Calm that we used to have. So it says that Blockheads, we've partnered with Calm on a brand new sleep story. After a day of New Kids on the Block Day celebrations, what better way to unwind and get ready for a good night's rest? Listen to Step by Step to Sleep, now only on the Calm app. So that's kind of cool. So if you have that, I know it's free, but you have to pay for certain stories. So I don't know if this one is one of the ones you have to pay for. It's a pretty good app. I've used it to like help fall asleep in the past and things like that. So
awesome.
Yeah, so there you go. And they also announced their Vegas VIPs. So I keep forgetting, like, I feel like we've been talking a lot about how Backstreet Boys are going to Vegas, but I've totally forgot the New Kids on the Block are also going to be in Vegas, and they're going to be headed there a little bit earlier, I believe in June.
Yes. So we did mention in our boy band updates in previous episodes of New Kids on the Block. But once Backstreet Boys came out with their information,
then it was just like,
it's been a lot of Backstreet Boys. So we thought, why not share some New Kids on the Block stuff?
Yes. So let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me read this thing right here. So there's a little video.
I was not expecting that.
Okay, so it says the ultimate hangout with New Kids on the Block. There's going to be exhibits and memorabilia and themed drinks and pop-up makeovers and all this other stuff. Admission is free. So it's going to be the hashtag BHHQ, so the Blockheads headquarters. So that's happening in Vegas at the Park MGM. So
that sounds like so much fun.
That's fun. Like, I feel like that's a fun thing to do before the show. You get to go check out some things. So, and free is always good. So that's nice.
Free is the best kind of admission.
Free is the best kind. So,
was there possibly announced? Yes, after party. Yes.
Yes. So they've announced an after party. It's the Right Stuff After Party Experience hosted by Donnie Wahlberg with special guest DJs to be announced soon. So obviously Donnie will be there for sure. Maybe other ones will show up. Who knows? So that's going to be happening on the Saturdays that they were in Vegas. So on June 21st, 28th, and July 5th. So they will be doing that on the Record Speakeasy and Club, also at the Park MGM, which I believe is where their residency is as well. So everything is happening within the casino. So that's good. That one you will need to pay extra to get into. They will announce that later. And then they also have the VIP upgrade. So it is a meet and greet photo op with New Kids on the Block, access to early merchandise shopping, VIP check-in, and more. Obviously, you'll also be paying for that as well.
Yes, unfortunately, that will not be free.
That it will not be free. So let me just check out here. I haven't actually read this yet. So this is on their actual website, vip.newkidsontheblock.com. So apparently it's sold out. So if you were going to, this is what you're going to get. I don't know if the other ones are also sold out or not, but
it's probably sold out because it's very popular.
Very popular and limited edition, right? So, you don't get a limited amount, not edition. Okay, so obviously you always have to have a concert ticket to get into the VIP beforehand. So they will do the Right Stuff group photo VIP upgrade. So you get an on-stage meet and greet with New Kids on the Block in groups of 10, which is what they've been doing for years. They always do 10 people. So it's like 2 girls per guy, unless everyone's leaves poor Danny and John and then just all go around. Anyways,
possible.
So yes, could be. So you also get to sit in on the New Kids on the Block meet and greet photo session from start to finish. So that's interesting. So I guess it'll be on the stage and then you just kind of watch everybody go through. So that's cool. So if your friends are there, maybe you might be able to sneak some extra pictures. Who knows? Probably not.
Did it say the price? Did it give you the price?
I'm trying to see. I do not see. And then you get early merchandise shopping. Do I need a specific ticket? So this is interesting. So like in the past, the tour that you had to, if you wanted magic seats, you had to be sitting in a certain area. This time it says it doesn't matter where you're sitting. You could just get the upgrade. It's fine.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good. It doesn't include a ticket, which normally they do, but this was, again, because it's an upgrade. And it's going to be sent to you digitally, the QR code, and then yes. So that's a good question. I wonder if they said where or how much. Just pick another random day. This one shows that it's still available. Okay. Looks like it is $445.21. Very specific number. So it's $429 plus the $16.21 service fee. So if you are going to Vegas and you want to check it out, much cheaper than the Backstreet Boys.
Might as well, right?
Might as well. Much cheaper, half the price.
Much cheaper, and you're getting on stage with them, and you're staying longer.
So I think that's kind of cool. So, and it's obviously one upgrade per person. So if you're going with a friend, you each have to buy one. So there you go. So there's still some available in the February dates because they're doing a little bit of the summer of this year, and then they're doing a bit of the winter of next year. So lots of stuff. Not terrible for VIP pricing. Again, Jonas Brothers charges $1,500 to not meet them. So yeah, there you go. So have fun, blockheads, if you are checking it out.
Yes, it sounds like a great time will be had by all.
I know it's always fast, whatever, but at least if you want to elevate your Vegas experience and have a nice picture with the boys, there you go. So, and the good thing about Vegas, not at the Sphere where the Backstreet Boys are, but MGM Grand, is that the seats are pretty close. So you have a good view wherever you're sitting. So if you want to save money and get like the nosebleed ticket and then upgrade and get a meet and greet, go for it. Enjoy. So that'll
why not?
Why not? Treat yourself if you can.
That's right.
Yes. So trying to think what other updates we have.
And the Backstreet Boys have been continuing to be in rehearsals for the Sphere Las Vegas summer residency. They've been sharing some photos and videos. Apparently Kevin does not like It's Gotta Be You, which I did not know that. I was like, that's one of the best songs on the album. Kevin, what's wrong with you? But I digress.
Damn it. Oh, you know what we forgot? The Backstreet Boys Stagecoach. Did that happen or is that happening in the future?
That's happening tomorrow, so it will already have been happened when this episode
so it'll have
airs.
happened then. They are performing at some festival called Stagecoach. They are performing Sunday night at 11:10 p.m. California time, which is like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. our time. So
I will be sleeping because I have work in the morning.
Sleeping, so yes. So
I'm sure someone will record it for the fans who cannot see it.
So we'll reshare it on our social medias. Usually Twitter is where we mostly reshare most things. Some things we'll do on Facebook or Instagram, but it's not as easy as where Twitter. It's just quick links and pictures and videos, so it's much easier to see it there. So if you're not following us, make sure you're at BOYBANDBREAK, Boy Band Break. Anyways, so we decided that it's been a while. Oh, also coming up, fingers crossed that this is actually happening. 98 Degrees album should be coming out soon. And we might record
a good chance of happening because there's a CD signing coming
in
up
New York. Yes. So we should have an album review for that. We might switch it up. We might actually post it before we post this episode. So if we did, there's a 98 Degrees review. But if not, then it'll be next week's episode. So check that out.
Because May is coming up.
It's gonna be May. Oh, yes. We'll be sure to share some of those tired memes. Oh, I remember this as well. So Joey Fatone is back on Broadway for Anne Juliet. So he'll be there until, I believe, June or July.
I think so. I think July.
But they've already announced that he's going to be away for the one weekend, which is like the May, I want to say 3rd, 4th-ish. I always forget what day that is. Yeah, so like the 2nd to the 4th or 5th, he's not going to be there. So rumor has it, because that is Lance Bass's birthday weekend, his birthday is May 4th, that him and the rest of members of NSYNC will be going to Lance's birthday party. And very plausible. JC lives in LA as well. Chris just does Chris things, and Joey there. So if Justin also goes there, they may be able to have that conversation that they keep talking about are they going to do something like reunite or something? Probably not. I feel like a lot of people.
But I feel like it's his birthday, so maybe they'll wait a day, maybe the next day, or maybe the day before. I don't know.
Either way, at least we should be getting some new pictures of the guys together, so that will be nice. Yeah, you're right. It is Lance's birthday. We shouldn't take away from that, but maybe that's a good present that they can give us for Lance's birthday. So
maybe they feel like that's taking away from his birthday.
I know.
So
I feel like we really got to keep our hopes low as we normally do.
Low expectations.
Low expectations with NSYNC. Just baby step that thing. We don't want to spook the deer. Maybe something will happen. But as far as I know, Justin's tour is done now, right?
I have not heard anything about Justin's tour, so I'm assuming yes.
I think he like missed like the last show or two because he was sick or something.
I believe he had laryngitis or something.
Yeah, so
Something like that.
Anyways, so definitely not. Anyway, so maybe some NSYNC news, but maybe not. And yeah, so there's I'm trying to think here. O-Town is doing their touring and stuff, but speaking of O-Town, we have decided that we have not done some quizzes in a while. Some random internet quizzes.
And we have not done an O-Town quiz in, I think, a long time. I think most of the quizzes we've been doing, either Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I think we did 198 Degrees.
I think so too. Yes. So, Trevor is going to be in that movie with that fan, which if we forgot to reach out to her. But so I think they're recording that in May as well. So there might be a movie thing coming out in a little while this year as well.
So a lot of things to look forward to in May.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we decided, you know what, let's do some little O-Town chat-a-runo. I don't know why there's
somebody there
in my house. There is someone in my house right now. Yes.
Who is it? Your dad's friend?
Dad's friend. That's fine. He's on the phone. That's
Okay.
fine. Anyways, can you hear him talking or no?
A little bit.
Okay. Oh, I hear
It's
my
more
mom.
an echo.
All good. What's an episode if it's not interrupted by random people coming through my house? Okay. So anyways, I put it in the group, but I didn't really give them much time to respond to see if anybody had any good links to some O-Town quizzes. So instead I just Googled it as we do.
The good thing is we have Google to help us.
We have Google. Do we want to do the BuzzFeed one that's not specifically O-Town, but it's the only thing that showed up when I clicked on O-Town first? It looks
sure.
All right. So this is called. Where's my screen? Share screen.
What year is it? A new one? Completely new? What year?
Let's see what year this is from. It is from November 13th, 2021. So no, it is not new. So it said, take this poll to see if you have the same boy band opinions as everyone else. Battle of the boy bands.
All right, let's see.
Let's see what this one is. Oh my God, I thought that was the quiz. It's just an ad, so we're not going to put it. Does BTS deserve the hype? Yes, no, or I've never. Who has never heard of BTS? I say yes.
I also say yes.
All right. 50% of people also agree with us.
But
all right.
40 do not.
40 do not. And 10 do not. Have never heard of BTS, apparently. Okay.
Maybe it's like older people, like the boomers.
That's true. That is true. 2021, I feel like there other songs out, their hit songs? I don't know.
I could have sworn like Dynamite was out, no?
Such a good song. Possibly. All right, moving on. Our next one is, does One Direction deserve the hype? Yes, of course.
Yes. They have some good songs.
65% say yes, 33% say no, and 2% have never heard of them. Do Backstreet Boys deserve the hype? Obviously. 69% agree with us. 23% say no, and 8% of people claim they have never heard of them. Okay. Sure.
So maybe this is newer people, like young
teenagers. Fans. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like Gen Z.
I feel like everyone knows Backstreet Boys. Like you know what? I suppose it could also be people who are not boy band fans. So like rock music fans or something like that.
Or rap fans.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Moving along. Does NSYNC deserve the hype? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, only 56%. So Backstreet has beat NSYNC in this particular quiz. 29% say no, and 15% say they've never heard of them. This must have been before Deadpool came out, because I feel like everyone has heard of them again since Bye Bye Bye. Does Boys to Men deserve the hype? I feel like we should just give yes to everybody.
I think so, because Boys to Men has influenced the Backstreet Boys.
That's true.
They've influenced NSYNC.
They've put the path out there for whether
they've paved the way. I think
that's
also
the word, paved the way. Yes.
Helped New Kids on the Block. They were on tour with them, so I say yes.
Yes. So 55% say yes. 16% say no, and 29% have never heard of them. I do feel
To be
like there
fair,
are
I could
more
see
late
maybe
80s.
why Boys to Men that they've never heard of.
Because they're late 80s, early 90s. So depending on the age of the people doing this.
I remember them from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, there you go. Excellent. They were on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
For one episode, yes.
I love when the musical artists just come in and do like.
I believe it was like a Christmas special. I think it was at Nikki's christening. Will Smith character was trying to get like a gift for Nikki. And then I don't think he could pull it through, but at the end, they finally came and sang at the church.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. New Kids on the Block deserve the hype. Obviously,
Yes.
they are the modern boy band.
Wow.
39% say yes, 32% say no, and 29% have never heard of them. How have you not heard of New Kids on the Block?
To be fair, there were the 80s, but when they came back, you should have also heard of them.
But more people have heard of Boys to Men than they have of New Kids on the Block. Like, this is interesting to me. I don't know.
It is interesting.
New Edition, also a lot heavy influence to New Kids on the Block. So
they paved the way for most of them.
Ooh, 20% say yes, 19% say no, and 61% have never heard of them. Again, an 80s band. So
I can understand maybe New Edition. I feel like we didn't really know them that well.
We didn't really know them that well either. Like we've heard of them, but yeah. EXO deserve the hype.
I don't know who they are, so I cannot answer yes.
I just feel like should we just answer yes to everyone just so they feel better? Not that they're going to look at this thing. I have heard of them. I believe we've done it with K-pop thing, but I don't actually know any of their songs. So should we click I've never heard of them?
Yes, because I don't recall them.
Okay. 29% say yes, 18% say no, and 53% have never heard of them.
Okay, which is fair.
Fair. Does The Wanted deserve the hype? We have heard of them. They
have some good songs, so I think so.
So we'll go yes on that. 22% say yes, 36% say no, and 42% have never heard of them. I feel like they have heard the song Glad You Came, but I feel like they might not know it's The Wanted. So that could be it.
Wasn't there like
but also I don't really consider
you know how it was like
band.
BSB versus NSYNC in the 90s? I feel like it was like One Direction and The Wanted in the 2000s.
But One Direction was way bigger than The Wanted for sure.
Right. But I feel like they tried to play it up like it was a big hype thing, like they were against each other.
Also, is The Wanted really a boy band? Like, did they play instruments or are they just music? Like,
to be fair, I don't.
I feel like they're a little more rocky than like.
Yeah, I think they're like more rocky.
Yeah. Why don't we deserve the hype? I'm going to say yes, just because they took people to court and they went through a really rough time.
They try to get their music, their livelihood back. I don't think they won.
They lost. Yeah, that sucks.
I'd say yes.
So 18% yes, 21% no, 61% have never heard of them. Fair enough, because they are a new age boy band that have only been out in the last like 10 years or so. But does Big Time Rush deserve the hype? I'm going to say yes. They had a TV show. They're trying. They're not big in Canada at all. I'm going to say
yes as well. Delhi loves them, so I'm going to say yes.
Yes. So 39% say yes, 31% say no, 30% have never heard of them. So this is a very, very close three-way tie here on this one. But
yeah.
Ultimately, yes wins. So there you go. Does NCT 127 deserve the hype?
I'm gonna say I don't know who these people are, so
I've heard of EXO, but I've never heard of NCT. So obviously, we're too old for them. So 24% say yes, 12% say no, 64% have never heard of them. CNCO. Did we see
I think
CNCO?
So. Yeah, that's Joe Jonas's band?
No, that's DNC.
Oh, sorry.
DNCO, I want to say they're like a Latin boy band, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I thought it was.
I feel like we might have seen them in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. So we'll just give them I'll give them a yes, sure. 12%, 13%, 75% have never heard of them. 17 is that boy band that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish members. I thought there was like 13 members. I don't know.
I think they rotate them, no?
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, no, never heard of them.
I would
We
say-
have heard of them, so I guess yes.
Sure.
28, yes. 10% no. 62% have never heard of them. JLS. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
like I
I feel like I've heard of them.
I've heard of them, but I can't think of their song right now. But okay. 13% yes, 10% no. 77 have never heard. Big Bang. Have you heard of Big Bang? Never heard of them. Weird. So 26, 10, and then 64% have never heard of them. Mindless Behavior. I feel like I've heard of them.
I feel like I've heard this band's name before.
I feel like they were around the Jesse McCartney time.
I think so. They
think
sound
that's
like that.
I think they're younger than what we were listening to. So let's say, yeah. So, only 6% said yes, 9% said no, and 85 have never heard of them. B2K.
Yes, I have heard of them. They have some couple good songs.
Yep. So we got 15, 12, and then 73 have never heard of them. Westlife obviously deserves the hype.
Yeah.
31% yes, 16% no, 53% have never
They had a
heard
good
of
show
them.
when we went to the concert. They had a good show.
So good. I would go see them again. That was a good show. I really enjoyed that. 5 really needs to get their ass over here, but I mean, sure, 5's not on this list. Take That, obviously. They were part of the 90s boy bands. 28% yes, 12% no. 60 people have never heard of that. It's Robbie Williams' band, is it not?
To be fair, that's the 90s. Maybe these are like younger people.
All right. Obviously, 98 Degrees deserves the hype. 24% yes, 24% no. 52% have never heard of them.
Interesting.
O-Town.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
so scared. I'm so scared to click on them because the other 90s bands are not doing very well here.
To be fair, I feel like these are young people that are answering.
Yes. 15% say yes, 25% say no, 60% have never heard of them. LFO, obviously. Honor Rich, Honor Devin by clicking yes. 13% yes, 18% no, 69% have never heard of them. Lies, you've heard Summer Girls. Busted, of course, obviously. They had the
That's your favorite song.
My favorite song. 17% yes, 9% no, 74% have never heard of them. Fair, they were never really that big in North America. All for One.
Yes, because I swear it was my first song that I've ever heard.
So 19% yes, 11% no, 70% have never heard of them.
To be fair, I think we have only one song, maybe two.
Yeah,
songs.
And they were again more like 80s.
Yeah.
Boyzone is another 90s band from Europe. So let's see.
I have heard of them, but
19% yes, 18% no, 63% have never heard. 5 yes, 5 deserves the hype. I would say they're probably
5 is coming back on tour.
Oh my God. Gina is like losing her mind. She's like, we need to figure out how to get to Europe to go see these shows. I'm like,
it's in October, right?
That's the thing. If it was in the summer, I 100% guarantee that we would have gone. But because she's a teacher, she can't really take time off during the year. So unless we pick like a Saturday, but then who flies to like England for a day? Like, I feel it's a bit excessive.
You could do like Friday to Sunday.
Yeah, right. But also like,
could you call in sick one day? I don't know. I feel like for that, you call in sick.
I know, right? So, but the thing is that like 90% of those shows are sold out. Probably like 95 are sold out. And then the ones that have some seats available, they're like single seats, like randomly, or they're the ones that are like in the middle of the week where we'd have to take more time off work. But I'm like, I would not be opposed to flying to England to go see 5. But I feel like this is just the beginning, and I think that they are going to add some North American dates as well. So I think like we could just hold off, and hopefully they don't break. They've been posting a lot of fun content too of them like getting together and like doing bro stuff. So I think that's cute. I'm just like, I hope they don't lose the momentum before October. So, anyways,
keep it alive.
They deserve the hype. 19% versus 12 versus 69% have never heard of 5.
To be fair, they're in Europe. They're like an England band, right? Europe,
in
Ireland,
90s. All right. So Menudo, sure. 20%, 11, and then 69% have never heard of them.
I would say yes, because Howie tried to be in that band.
Howie tried to be in it. Ricky Martin came from Menudo. Yeah. So, and thank God. I was like, how many of these are there? So number 29, does the Jackson 5 deserve the hype? I say yes.
I think so, yeah.
Obviously, Michael. I am shocked if people are going to say they've never heard of them, but again, young people. So
young people don't know any.
Okay, this is one of the best ones. So 83% say they do deserve the hype. 9% say no, and 8% have never heard of them. So I think Jackson 5 did the best out of everybody.
And then Backstreet Boys did pretty good.
Yes. Where was
Backstreet Boys got 69, yes.
Yes. So seems like not a lot of, Boyz II Men also got 55. Yeah, Backstreet Boys got 69. So Jackson 5 and Backstreet Boys apparently deserve the hype. Other bands, not so much. So, okay, that was weird. That wasn't really a quiz, but okay.
It was a fun opinion that we just were nice and we're like, yes to most of them.
Oakley. So now moving on to the O-Town quizzes trivia. O-Town. I found this one. It is funtrivia.com, and I just so it's O-Town Trivia, and it says this subcategory is closed for new submissions until September 12th, 2002. Anything after that will not be accepted. So these are all old. So
we should know some of these.
We should know,
but it's also been a really long time. So. Yes. Maybe not.
You want to start with an easy one? It looks like they have easy
let's start
average.
with a 10 one. A 10 question one?
All right. Take this O-Town quiz. It claims to be easy. It's written by Crazy Cats. Okay, let's see how we do it. Okay. On the TV show Making the Band, who were the 8 finalists? Oh, okay. Interesting. Ashley, Dan, Jackie, Trevor, Eric, Paul, Jacob, Brian. I feel like there was an Ikaika in there.
Right. So Dan wasn't in the last bit of it.
Well, this is 8. Yes, because he was not in the last.
Yes.
Ikaika, Ashley, Paul, Eric, Brian, Mike, Trevor, Jacob. I think that's the answer.
I think so as well.
There's also the other ones are members of Take 5, and then this one is No Authority and 98.
The second one is for sure then.
So yes. All right. Does it give us the answer or just at the end?
I think it'll give us the answer at the end.
Okay. Who left the group before the final cut? Ikaika, Paul, Jacob, or Ashley? Well, obviously Jacob and Ashley were there. Did Ikaika leave before the final cut? Like, I know he's the one who left, but is this a trick question? Is it this Paul guy? I'm going to go
I think it was Ikaika, no?
Yeah, because, okay, let's try that.
Or maybe it's Paul.
Wonder, how do I get my answer? What happens here? Oh, it's not Ikaika. I clicked the hint, so it must be Paul then.
Okay, Paul.
Should I not be clicking the hint button? I feel like
do not click the hint because then we're going to lose the points.
Okay, so all right. So, okay. Who made the final 5? Eric, Ashley, Brian, Ikaika, Jacob, Brian, Mike, Paul, Ashley, Trevor, Ikaika, Ashley, Eric, Jacob, Trevor, Ashley, Ikaika, Mike, Eric, Paul. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like this is like too complicated and niche. Okay, so I guess
third one?
Ikaika. So whatever ones have Ikaika. So we have, and then we just saw that Paul left before the final cut. So I think let's do the first one. Eric, Ashley, Brian, Ikaika, Jacob.
Okay.
Who left after the cut was made? Ikaika, right? Because it was Ashley, Trevor, and Jacob.
Yeah.
Who was the replacement for the one who left? That was Dan.
Dan, yeah.
Yeah, Dan, Mike, Jackie, Brian. Where did the band go to record? Germany, France, Greece, Korea. I'm gonna say probably Germany.
Yeah, I feel like that's where the that seems like would bring them. Germany.
Most boy bands. I don't feel like Greece or Korea are main. So I feel like
I'm pretty confident in Germany.
Yeah. What happened to Eric just before they went? He died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's definitely not the answer. He missed the plane. He quit, or he got sick.
I think he got sick.
I think sick sounds good. What are O-Town's first two songs? I wonder if this means hits or like what they did on the show. I don't know. Okay, so
I don't know.
Bounce and Don't Get Better, Baby I Would and Say. Okay, so maybe All for Love and Baby I Would, or All for Love and It's Gonna Be Me. I think that's that one. All for Love and Baby I Would. Who put O-Town together? Obviously, Lou Pearlman. Other options are Nigel Dick, Johnny Wright, or themselves. And then the final question in this quiz are give me the guys' last names. Okay. Timberlake, Underwood, Estrada, Shazay, Lachey. Nope. Bass, Estrada. Nope. Good old Pennick, Underwood, Angel, Miller, and Estrada.
Yes.
All right, let's submit the answers. Dun da da da. Okay, so we got so we got 2 right first. Question 3 we got wrong. So the final 5 was actually Ikaika, Ashley, Eric, Jacob, Trevor. So they were the final 5 contestants on the reality show.
So we should have went with the first answer.
We should have went with the other answer, yes. So because you're right, because I did be like, oh, Trevor's not on this, but I'm like, oh, maybe he came later, but that's right. We did not read this. So, okay, so we got 1 wrong there. We got that right. We got that right. Yep. Okay, so we got 9 out of 10. Almost perfect. So close. All right.
That's still pretty good.
That was pretty easy. Okay.
2002 that we remembered those things. Like, come on.
Yeah, I just feel like that was very niche for people who were watching the show at that time. How do I get back to?
But sometimes it's hard to remember from so long ago, right? So
yes.
But that's
all right.
good.
So we have. I'm going to name a couple of the quizzes, and you just let me know what you think. So we got all about O-Town.
How about a 15 question one now?
15. The best O-Town quiz, but it is claiming that it's difficult.
Okay.
I feel like we want to. Oh, you know what? Let's try it.
Why don't we try?
And there's some lyric quizzes, so that's cool. Okay. All right. Why did O-Town's manager, Mike Cronin, leave them? So this is Rich Cronin's brother. He wanted to do something else to help his brother with his new band. He got sick of O-Town, or he's managing Nick Carter and doesn't have time for O-Town. So we definitely know it's not that one.
I think the second one.
It's either the first or the second, I think. We're going to go with second one to help his brother?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
How many times was O-Town's new album postponed? Wow. So they postponed things back then too. So we're up. This is going to be a guess crapshoot because the options are 6.
I feel like all of these are going to be guesses.
5, I guess.
I think 5.
6? 5?
Yeah, maybe 5.
Complete the lyric from These Are the Days. Got to use this lonely time to change the picture in my frame of mind. Outside the window, it's a sunny day. I want to feel it on my face. Outside the window, there's a sunny day. I need to feel it on my face. Okay, this is a difficult one. Outside the window, I think it's a sunny day outside the window. There's a sunny day.
I think so. It sounds like that was the best one.
All right, let's see. What are 3 of the songs that were used on the O2 sneak preview tour? From the Damage, Over Easy, Favorite Girl. From the Damage, Over Easy, Death Wish. Don't think it's that one. Over Easy, Death Wish, Favorite Girl. From the Damage, Angel, Favorite Girl.
Maybe the 4th one?
I'm thinking either the 1st or the 4th, but we will go 4th.
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't know Angel, though. I've never heard that one.
So maybe the first one then.
Let's do the first one. But maybe they got cut. I don't know.
Okay.
O-Town's first single off of O2 is From the Damage, American Game, Angel, or These Are the Days. The only one
I think the 4th one.
It's These Are the Days.
Yeah.
So maybe Angel was a song. Should I change that other answer?
Yeah.
You want to go back to that one?
Yes. There's a 50-50 chance. So
yeah. True or false? O-Town was created by Lou Pearlman. True. We know we got this one right.
Woo, we know that one.
Who influenced Ashley the most? Rich Cronin, his mother, Michael Jackson, or his father?
Michael Jackson.
Yes, Michael Jackson. What was because especially since his parents were not supportive of him. So
Right.
yes. What was O-Town's first live performance? TRL, Good Morning America, Miss America, or Miss USA? I want to say Miss USA.
I think it's like either Miss America or Miss USA. I feel like it's one of those.
Yeah. I feel like Miss USA is less popular than Miss America. So should we go with that or?
Yes, I think so. But it's a 50-50 chance, really.
Yeah. What was the name of O-Town's first video? O-Town Live from New York, O-Town in Concert, O-Town's first video, or O-Town Live from Orlando? I know O-Town Live from New York exists.
Yes, we watched it.
So do we think it's that one or O-Town? I think the NSYNC one was called NSYNC in Concert. So
yes, I think so. I think it's the first one.
Okay. What song did Jacob co-write? Death Wish, From the Damage, American Game, or Over Easy? For some reason, I want to say From the Damage, but I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not sure about that one, but let's go with that one.
I also don't recall that song, but I feel like it's been mentioned a lot in this quiz, so maybe that's a hint. I don't know. Maybe Over Easy. Is it about eggs? I don't know. Which 4 songs were on O-Town's original CD, O-Town? Make Her Say, Shy Girl, Sensitive, The Painter, Baby I Would, All for Love, Say, Every 6 Seconds, Love Should Be a Crime, All or Nothing, Girl, Sexiest Woman Alive, Take Me Under, We Fit Together, I Showed Her, Liquid Dreams. I think it's the third one.
Okay, I was thinking 2, but yeah, 3rd is fine.
Because I don't remember Say.
I don't know.
But I know Girl, like I feel like this was all, I think it's.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think so.
Complete the lyric from American Game. Do not recall this song. I
don't know this song, I don't think.
Because I chose to go along the road less traveled. So the options are, I chose to go along the road more traveled. That seems wrong. I chose to go along the road less traveled. I chose to go along the road less traveled. What? Those are both. Oh, I choose or I chose. Okay, that's a little specific here. And I chose to go along the road more traveled. Okay.
I think it's less traveled, no?
I chose to go along the road less traveled.
So I think they're repeating that first lyric.
Okay, so then the 2 middle ones are either I choose to go along the road less traveled or I chose.
I think
I choose because I chose to go around the.
Okay, let's do I choose.
Because then you're just repeating the line if you say I don't.
But don't they repeat? I feel like song lyrics repeat themselves a lot, no?
But like either way, this doesn't really make sense.
All right, let's stick with the second one and then see. Or do you want a hint for that one?
Do we want to? I thought we said we weren't going to.
Yeah, but maybe that one deserves a hint.
Let's give a hint because this is more grammar. Okay, so it was between the 2 that we're thinking. So
okay, so 50-50 chance.
Okay. When did We Fit Together retire at number 1 on TRL? Total Request Live. Well, first off, we do not live in America, so we wouldn't know this. But okay. February 28th, 2002, March 3rd, 2002, February 4th, 2002, March 4th, 2002. One of the March dates, maybe? What do you think?
Would you like to get a hint since we are not American?
Let's go March 4th, I think. I feel like it's a springtime song. I don't know.
Sure.
What is Ashley's favorite song? Name, From the Damage, Joker, or All or Nothing?
All or Nothing.
Okay. I was thinking maybe Joker, but I have never heard that song, so All or Nothing is good. What song is this lyric from? I know I've got to find a way. Somehow I got to find a way. Favorite Girl, No song, From the Damage, I Showed Her. From the Damage?
I feel like From the Damage has been used a lot, so let's choose it.
Let's choose it based on that. All right, let's see. I don't believe we did well in this quiz, but let's
find out how fun it is.
we got the Mike Cronin one right. He did leave to help his brother with the band.
Yay! Woo! I feel like I remember that.
We were incorrect with, I was going to guess 7. The O-Town CD was postponed 7 times. Lucky number 7. Apparently, because every time they submitted a song to Clive Davis, he would take off 3 songs other artists submitted to him. So in a way, it was good that they were getting recognition on the album, but it was annoying how long it had taken. All right, we got the lyrics right. We were incorrect with the 3 songs that were on the O2 sneak peek. The correct answer was From the Damage, Over Easy, Death Wish. Was that one of our guesses? I can't remember.
I've never heard of Death Wish. I don't think we had Death Wish in our guess.
Death Wish is not going to be on the CD, but it was on the O2 Sneak Preview Tour. It is a song that will only be played at concerts. Angel is a song by Dan that is not going to be on the CD. Favorite Girl was not played on tour, but is going to be on the CD. Okay.
Interesting.
We got These Are the Days right. We got that right. We got that right. Damn it. We should have gone with Miss America. Sorry. Sorry, that was me. You said Miss America. So that was their first live TV performance. I feel like that was the one where it was like fucked up and they didn't have like the sound quality or something.
I think so. I feel like that is a running theme for them because even now in their concerts, sometimes they're...
Sometimes, yes. So it said when O-Town went on TRL, they were criticized because something was wrong with the track. They could not sing properly, and critics had a lot to say about their performance. When asked now about the performance, they don't even want to talk about it.
Fair. That's fair.
Fair enough. I knew it was that pageant. I don't know why I second-guessed myself. I just think that they weren't famous enough for Miss America. But what song did Jacob co-write? He co-wrote American Game with Dan, but it was rejected by Clive Davis. Fans started a petition against that, but as of now, it's not going to be in the album. American Game was played at the O2 Sneak Preview Tour. We were incorrect. You were right, Sophia. Should have gone with you. Sorry. They did repeat the line because I chose to go along the road less traveled. I chose to go along the road less traveled.
Yes, I just feel like the song lyrics like to repeat themselves.
Just repeat. You're right. You're right. So yes, so there's that. That was also from American Game. When did We Fit Together retire? February 4th. So I was wrong on that one as well.
50-50 chance.
I'm bringing our team down, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
Ashley's favorite song was Name by the Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, I do recall this actually.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 8 out of 15. So we did not do well on that quiz.
Well, isn't that like 50%?
Yeah, it's just a little over 50%.
Okay, that's better than what we thought we were going to do.
All right, so we got an all about O-Town multiple choice about their songs, their show making, the band, and members. Do you want to do that one?
How many questions is it?
10.
Okay, let's do that
average. It's an average one. So let's see if we can do average. Okay. Which member quit the band? Paul, Ikaika, Mark, or Ashley? Ironically, all, but I guess we're going to go with Ikaika on that one.
Yes, I think so.
Or did they Paul? Because we learned that. I think we'll go Ikaika. Which member broke up with his girlfriend on the beach in the show? Ashley, Jacob, Dan, or Eric?
Wasn't it Ashley?
I want to say Ashley. Yeah. Shelley, was that the girlfriend?
I feel like it is. Yeah.
Okay. Which of these names
didn't he go and have his own show as well? Because he wanted to be a solo artist. And then I think he broke up with her.
He also broke up with her. That's Lyric's mom. I can't remember her name.
Yes.
So. Which of these names is not one of the last names of the member? Underwood, Johnson, Estrada, and Pennick. So obviously Johnson.
Yep.
Which of the following songs did Jacob help write? Shy Girl, Take Me Under, Love Should Be a Crime, or The Painter?
Love Should Be a Crime?
It's either Take Me Under or Love Should Be a Crime. What do you think?
I think the third one, yeah.
Love Should Be a Crime. Okay. Which member was a replacement for Ikaika? Oh, we got to type this one in. There we go. There's Dan. Dan's.
Do you have to do the full name or just Dan?
One word, first name only.
Okay.
Okay. Before the final 5 were selected, about whom did Jacob say that if this person made the band and he made it too, he would quit?
Ooh.
Ikaika, Brian, Mike, or Eric? Okay, I'm gonna guess it's not Eric because he's in the
Obviously,
band.
they're together still. I think it's Brian.
You think Brian?
Yes. How I decided that, I have no idea.
It's either Brian or Mike. But
yeah.
Okay. Which is the only member with blonde hair on the cover of their album? Trevor, Jacob, Ashley, or Eric? Obviously, Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
Which of the following is not said in the song All or Nothing? I want the best of you. That is. It's over, over. Don't let me go. You know I'd fight for you. I believe it's Don't Let Me Go, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, who starts singing in the song in All or Nothing? Trevor, Ashley, Dan, or Eric? Who starts the singing? Oh my God, why can't I think of this?
Isn't it Dan?
Is it Dan?
I feel like it's Dan, no?
Okay, let's go with Dan.
I'm trying to think also.
I feel like Eric is in the song a lot too.
But does he start? I feel like it's Dan. I'm trying to remember the concerts.
I know. Why is my mind going? Yeah, okay, I'll go with Dan because I feel like that's also there. In the song, if it's Ashley, then it's not fair because he doesn't do it recently. So.
Right, exactly.
Yes. In the song Take Me Under, which of the following is not said? When I first met you, why can't I be with you? Take my hand and I know you so well.
The third one?
I think the third one, yeah. Subconsciously. Okay. All right. Okay, so far we got the first three right. Ooh. Jacob helped write Take Me Under, and they showed it on the show. So that was one of our 50-50 guesses. Yes. We got Dan right. The answer was everyone knows this, that it was Dan. Before the final five were selected, Jacob said that he would quit if Ikaika was chosen. Which is interesting because Ikaika was chosen. So
right. Yeah, maybe they did have like a tiff during the show.
Interesting. It said you can tell on the show they didn't really get along, but fortunately for us, when they both made the band at first, Jacob didn't quit. Thank God. But then Ikaika quit. Yep, and then we got the rest of the answers right. So we got 8 out of 10 on that one. So that was a good one.
They were pretty good. We remember some of the things that happened.
Yes. All right. So
I think that's good. 52 minutes.
Okay, I feel like we should do one more. So what is our All right, so we can either do the ultimate O-Town quiz, which is 10 questions and it's average, or we can do O-Town lyrics.
All right, let's do the 10 average.
This is a 15-question thing that will include finish the lyric and which song. I feel like based on these other things, we are not very good at the songs from the first album, which you apparently have forgotten, and I thought I knew it well. So yes, you think ultimate O-Town quiz.
I feel like that is a safe bet.
All right, this is our final one. So let's do this. This is for a true O-Town fan. Okay. Name the song "'Cause She's Wishing What's Yours Was Hers, and Now Listen Girl, That Ain't Never Gonna Work." What? Okay.
Can you say it slower?
'Cause she's wishing what's yours was hers, and now listen, girl, that ain't never gonna work. So our options are The Joint, From the Damage, I Only Dance With You, and Girl Like That.
I feel like it's The Damage.
I feel like it's either The Damage or I Only Dance With You. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's do The Damage. Or like she's wishing what's yours was hers and that's never going to work. So maybe I Only Dance With You.
Okay, let's try it.
Because like she wants what she has. Okay, I don't know. I will take the blame if we get that one wrong.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Who wrote most of the songs in O2? Jacob, Eric, Dan, or Ashley? I think it's either going to be Jacob or Ashley.
I think it was Jacob.
I think Jacob because he does the guitar. He writes a lot more things. So I feel like, yeah. Okay. Who put O-Town together themselves? Lou Pearlman, Johnny Wright, Nigel Dick. Obviously,
Lou Pearlman, we know this one.
We know we'll get at least one question right. All right, finish the lyric. In reality, my mind's playing tricks on me. She might find another and you don't wanna. Everything that I said the night I left, my hands may as well be tied. How could she have this effect on me?
Maybe the fourth one?
The fourth one sounds lyrically like it would make sense.
Yeah.
Is Jacob married? Yes or no? Okay. Trick question.
Back then
what time?
Right?
He was married to, oh my God, I wanted to say Abby, but I feel like that was the monkey's name. Janie. He was married to Janie. Yes.
So yes.
But again, it depends what year this quiz was done, because when they were first on O-Town, they weren't. So I'm going to go with yes. And he's married again to Chandler now.
So either way, we could learn yes.
Yes. Oh God. What years were the guys born?
Oh God, I don't know.
82, 77, 77, 78, 78, 83, 80, 79, 79, 79, 81, 80, 76, 75, 74, 81, 80, 80, 79, 79.
Maybe the fourth one?
A lot of them were born around the same time.
Do you want a hint? Because we don't know.
Let's do a hint on this one, because I'm thinking it might be the first. That's hilarious. It was either going to be the first or the fourth. So those are the only two options left. So you said fourth, so let's go with fourth.
I don't know why, but I feel good about it. I don't know why.
That seems more realistic. In the All or Nothing video, what was the color of the car Ashley was driving?
How are you supposed to remember that?
They were in a car? I thought they were just at a concert venue.
Maybe it was blue?
So we got red, green, blue, and purple. I'm going to rule out purple right away.
Let's do a hint.
I want to say red. You want to say blue. Let's see what our hints. And red and blue are both canceled out. So
wow. Okay, let's do green.
Purple. Okay. We suck. Okay.
It's been a long time.
The guys' last names are Miller, Estrada, Angel, Underwood, Pennick. Yes, true.
True.
Unless there's a spelling thing. Did Mike Cronin leave because he didn't like the guys anymore? Why is this a common theme? Did this person write the other quiz? I'm going to go no.
Maybe. I'm going to say no.
Name the song. And I've been acting so pathetic. Why do I not remember any of these lyrics? From the Damage, Suddenly, These Are the Days, or Over Easy.
I feel like it's the Damage one.
I feel like the Damage one was quite popular for some reason, so we'll just go with that.
Why not, right?
All right. Oh, we've already lost a point. Oh, I was right. Okay. Who wrote most of the songs for O2? It was actually Ashley, not Jacob. So that was our 50-50. So we're
50-50 chance.
Okay, we got Lou, we got that. Yes, he was married at the time of this quiz, and they have a baby monkey named Abby, so I was correct there. So, oh my God, we got the years right. Good job, Soph.
I just feel like that was, I don't know why, but I just felt confident.
So it looks like Ashley's the youngest. He was born 81. Jacob was 80. Dan was 80. Eric is 79, and Trevor is 79. Huh? Interesting. Oh my God. We were also wrong about the color of the car.
Oh my God.
It was purple. Which I immediately ruled out. So I take the blame on that one. So sorry. It says Ashley was influenced the most by Michael Jackson. Did Michael Jackson have a purple car?
I thought it would be like Prince, but
Prince was known for the color purple. I don't know if Michael Jackson was known for the color purple. All right, whatever. We got the answers. And we were right. That last line, I've been acting so pathetic, is from The Damage.
Yeah,
so there you
I
go.
had a feeling.
Another 8 out of 10. So
that's pretty good.
We did pretty good. We got about 80%.
It has been a long time since we've watched Making the Band.
That is true. Also, I feel like if there was a more current quiz, I feel like we would do better at that. So
I also agree with that. But 8 out of 10 for majority of them is really good.
I think so too. So,
and the other one was like 50%. Hey, that's a
that one was a hard one. That was
so we'll take it.
So yes, we will take that for sure. I think we're good there. I think I think
that's a great way to end it. We did a great job.
So
pat on the back for both of us.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, stay tuned. We're heading into May, June time period. So more boy bandy stuff is going to happen because they like to do things when the weather is warm. So hopefully we'll get some.
And then summertime, we have some Backstreet Boys things as well.
Yep.
The Millennium 2.0.
We're not going to it, but we'll have the album.
The album. Should we do an album review even though?
I was wondering that because it's just remixes, right?
It's like the songs that were already on the album, then a new song, Hey You, or I think it's just Hey, and then 6 I think videos or songs from the concert.
Okay. Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see. If you guys think we should do a Backstreet Boys Millennium review, Millennium 2.0 review, let us know. I don't know. Maybe we just wait and see when the album comes out, how we feel about it, or maybe there'll be some more Vegas information. I don't know. Maybe we can do not a full episode dedicated to that, but
right. Yeah. I don't know.
It'd be kind of fun. I can go back to our Millennium review and find out if we liked the song or didn't like the song, and then see if we like it again. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But yes.
All right. Yes.
And if you have any ideas of anything you want us to chat about, or any old boy band albums you want us to review, or any boy bands that we don't normally talk about and you want us to talk about, leave us a comment. And that'd be great. All right.
On that note,
I forget what I was going to say. On that note, thanks for taking a break with us, guys. Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.